What's going on, YouTube? It's Ed here from JM Honda Miami. We're going to be answering the most difficult question today. Should you be purchasing a brand new motorcycle or a used one? All right, this is a question I get asked, or I think about all the time when customers come in here and they are undecided to purchase a brand new motorcycle. A 300L MSRP is around $52.99. You're looking at about $5,000 MSRP versus a used, this is an example, a used Africa Twin. This is a 1000cc versus a 300cc. These are some of my answers. All right, let's dive in. All right, guys, what's going on? It's Ed here from JM, and we're talking about, should you purchase a brand new 300cc adventure or dual sport motorcycle versus a possibly used, lightly used, older 2017, it's 5 years older, Honda Africa Twin. This is a question that I see a lot here at the dealership. People walk in to buy a brand new CRF300 and they come across a beautiful example such as this, a 2017 Honda Africa Twin. In my experience, in my opinion, I wouldn't think about it twice. I would jump onto the Honda Africa Twin. The price difference is not going to be that much. There might be a $2,000 or $3,000 price difference when you're talking about out the door on both motorcycles. The CRF300 and the Africa Twin, there will most likely be a $2,000 to $3,000 difference. Do you really want a motorcycle that comes fully equipped, that's going to, again, this motorcycle is a great example. It's got 5,000 miles. It has all the luggage you will ever need. It's got every possible accessory. It's got new tires, and it's one owner. It's very well taken care of. For the $2,000 to $3,000 difference, will you be making that decision to jump onto a much bigger motorcycle, or would you rather stay with a much newer motorcycle? That question, unfortunately, you are the one that's going to be answering that when you walk into a dealership, or if you're watching this video and you need help answering that question. I hope this video guides you in the right direction. So let's take a closer look, but realistically, I would choose the bigger motorcycle with my riding knowledge and experience. I have done this multiple times. I did purchase a used Africa Twin back in 2020. I'll be very honest, as a beginner, my first motorcycle was over a 600cc sport bike. I never started with a 300, or have I ever owned a 300. I've never owned anything lower than actually a 500. I had a Honda Rebel 500 for a while. But yeah, I bought that bike brand new. And again, I want to know what you guys think. Would you be purchasing a brand new, if you were at a dealership and you saw a brand new CRF300 and then you saw the Honda Africa Twin right next to it, and you spoke with the salesperson and you knew the price difference was about $2,000 or $3,000 more, what would you do? I want to know. Leave your questions, leave your answers down in the comments, and I'll reply. All right, so for a beginner, if you're new getting into the dual sport purpose riding, I do suggest you maybe start with the CRF300L or the Rally, because it is going to be much lighter weight. If you are planning on going off-roading, again, it's going to be a much easier motorcycle for you to handle in those situations. And for a learning purpose, you are going to be enjoying the motorcycle a lot more. If you're also, you know, in the position of buying a bigger motorcycle, but you are learning, you are a new rider, you just got your endorsement, or you just want to start riding off-road, dual sport purposes, the Africa Twin is a great bike. It also comes in automatic DCT. This one does come in DCT, so for those riders that are just getting started, that are maybe a little bit nervous about riding and having to worry about a clutch, the DCT gets rid of that problem, therefore giving me, in my opinion, the same idea when you're coming to compare both bikes. It is a much bigger bike, a much heavier bike, the Africa Twin, but in the driving aspect, you are getting a much easier bike to ride. Performance-wise, this 300cc engine that comes in the CRF300, in the Rally, are all the same. You are going to be topping out. I don't want to give you a top speed. I want to say maxing out comfortably, you're going to be at around 80. Anything over 75, 80 miles an hour, you're going to be very uncomfortable on the highway. The revs, the RPMs, the engine revolutions, it's going to be vibrating a lot. You are going to have wind disturbance. You are going to be hitting a lot of wind. It's a very narrow bike, and you're going to be very lightweight. It's just overall, at high speeds, long distance is possible. Long distance is possible, but not at high speeds comfortably. Now, the Africa Twin, I've owned this bike, so I have a ton of experience with this engine. It has performed for me on the highway, which was mostly what I use it for. Speeds above 80 miles an hour. You're going to be at around 3,000 RPMs, 4,000 RPMs. It's a 6-speed transmission, so you are going to have plenty of room to enjoy giving her full throttle on the highway. There's no doubt in my mind that if you're going to be using this bike for transportation, that you will be very confident in all the riding aspect on the highway. So for your highway bike, my Highway Africa Twin is the one that I would go for. If it's a city riding bike, you're really going to want to go with the CRF. All right.